Trader Zelman here, August 9, 2018. The market's closed. Going to report on ticker symbol HEME, Health Med Services. Yesterday was great. We looked like we were going to reach a new high, and I was looking forward to it right here. That's where we closed yesterday. I was looking forward to it. What happened today? The stock just cracked. And the reason for it cracking was because the news release came out. People were expecting news, said news is coming, news is coming. News came and it just dropped. If there was no news, I honestly think she would have tested the highs of 0.018, maybe even broke through it, maybe even gave us 2 cents or so. However, the news came, traders cashed out, the chart completely backfired, and this is a perfect example of the trading language disruption. News always disrupts the trading language. Sometimes it's for the good, sometimes it's for the bad. In this case, it's for the bad. Now, I'm not saying the news that was released is terrible, but, you obviously have some eyebrows that are lifted today, and a lot of sellers, they sold 91% of their, they didn't sell. They returned 91% of the interest that they acquired from a company, a management company called Health Emergent Technologies. And they're canceling 340 million shares, and they're returning to a Henry J. Smith 600 million shares immediately of common stock. The 300 million shares was, I believe, of preferred stock, and that was canceled out. But please do your own due diligence before you quote me on this. However, they are up to date in good standings with Nevada. Now, one can wonder why they would do this, and you have to take into consideration, well, there's multiple reasons, but let me take a step back for a second. The team of Health Med Services, right? The board of directors, management, the whole team, they are trying to help their company and their stock. They assume by releasing the news today might be beneficial to the stock and maybe even have a new higher approach, letting people know that they're in good standing with Nevada. However, the agreement of returning pretty much all the assets that they received and they captured of this company, Health Emergent Technologies, 91%, and canceling the preferred stock and returning the common stock to a Mr. Smith, definitely has eyebrows. Now, is it a good thing or not a good thing for the company? Well, one should wonder what are the requirements with Nevada and what did they have to go through to be in good standings with Nevada. Now, we know this is a company that's providing medical marijuana services, and we honestly believe, but there might be some conflict of interest between Health Emergent Technologies and HEME. So there might be this reason of why they done this. We don't know yet, it's too soon, but there obviously is a reason why a company returns 91% of another one, of a different company that they captured, and I believe since they've been acquiring, I think since 2011. Maybe the thing is they're worth more separate. Maybe there's a conflict of interest to conduct this type of business between the two. So there's a lot of different circumstances going on why this happened. But my honest belief is eventually I think there will be a clearer picture on why. But it's just mind-boggling that the news came out day of when I was hoping for a new high of breaking 0.018 over here. The news came out and that just pretty much flooded the gates of sellers from the open all the way down to, I would say, close to near a 2-week low or so, a one-day move, about a 40 to 42% drop for the day. Now, I'm still in this position. I didn't get out because I had limit orders higher above the high price of 0.0118. However, as a trader, I should have known better. You know, you always take some profits off the table and let the rest ride. This is a perfect example of a disrupted chart. All right, this trading language got disrupted because of news, and news tends to disrupt the trading language. Had there was no news, I would be absolutely confident in saying that we would have broke the penny mark today. The fact that that came out put weight into the stock. A lot of sellers came in, and you know, eventually at the end of the day, I thought, you know, buyers would come back and start pushing her back up, and they tried. But it seems like the sellers were still pushing her down. Now, where does she go from here? It's a little too early to determine because we're not too far from support. So this could consolidate in a different trading range, but it's too early to determine exactly what. But maybe it'll be something like this moving forward. Let me cancel that out. Moving forward, it's a little too early. We have to see what it does tomorrow. You know, there needs to be some more information of why they returned, you know, pretty much everything that they try to retain in the last several years. And, you know, I'm pretty sure we're going to get that information too just soon. I'm just mind-boggled why they would return good assets in a huge portion. I'm like, they literally own the company 91%, right? So it's mind-boggling. What does health emerging technologies entail? Is there a conflict of interest of the two? Is that the reason why they return those shares back to the previous company and a Mr. Smith? What was the reason? That's what we really need to dig for and find out. Otherwise, I still think the company has a lot of potential. I was hoping it to hit an all-time high today, but that didn't happen. But, you know, I think marijuana stocks are consolidating. They consolidated for several years, maybe 7 years or so from their last boom. I think it's only a matter of time before we get a new boom. Just keep your eyes on the marijuana sector in general. Could be hemp, HEMP, could be hemp, HEME. There's a lot of stocks out there. I can't even think of the top of my head right now. I think there's USMJ. There's a bunch of them. There's so many. But you should keep your eyes out on them just because in the near future, I think somewhere in 2019, maybe late 2018, you'll see these stocks wake up again. And if you're in them, it should be spectacular in my opinion. So good luck to the rest of you. I'm still in HEME. We'll see what she's going to do moving forward. I really don't like that the news came out and destroyed this perfectly good looking chart. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter at Trading Teacher. Visit my site for upcoming live trading courses, thetradingteacher.com. And if I am helping you in these tutorials, subscribe to my YouTube channel.